Alrighty, well, got a special treat for you today. Got a guest spot. My esteemed colleague and former high school classmate, Tom Martell, is going to be drafting today. So, I couldn't win a match. I decided to give it to someone who maybe can. I hope you enjoy the guest spot from Tom. Of course, let me know and let Tom know. He'll be reading every single comment, trust me, how he did, and enjoy. Cheers.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little 3v3 team cube draft here. I am going to be doing a little guest spot on LSV's channel and, bringing you a draft. I haven't recorded content in a while. I stream these occasionally. This is an interesting pack. I think the best cards here are pretty clearly Fable and Luris. I have Luris ahead of Fable, but I think in a 6-person draft, I'm inclined to not take it. Mostly because I think it's important that you can cut things from the people you're around, and Luris kind of pigeonholes you and you can't play the expensive cards, which I think it becomes a problem. So in an 8-person draft, I would for sure take Luris there, but here I'm going to go ahead and just take the Fable. I'm a bit lower on Fable than LSV is in that top 50 list that he posted, but it's still quite a good card. And here, a couple good options. I'm passing to Sandy Dog, who really likes to draft Boros, quite well known for that, as anyone who's been a long time watcher is aware. So here, there's 2 white cards. I can't cut them both. I'm going to take one of them, I think. I could also take Polluted Delta. It goes nicely with Fable in some kind of Grixis Reanimator shell. But I also just passed Necromancy and Vaultborn Tyrant, both of which will not table. So several great cards for Reanimator already kind of out there. This pack also has World Spine Worm and a Johnny, but I'm going to go ahead and just take the Containment Priest. I think it goes best with my card, and I kind of want to be Boros. Here, interesting spot. Let's see. I think I'm going to take Chain Lightning here. There's not really another really great option. And if I'd taken the Polluted Delta, I would just be taking the Duress here. But I think in this spot, it doesn't really make sense to take anything but Chain Lightning. There's like a Mana Confluence and a Taiga that could come back, but neither of those are really that important. So we're going to go ahead and just take Chain Lightning. And then now, interesting pack here. Again, not really Boros cards, so taking the Containment Priest is not looking super useful here. There's Unholy Heat, Savai Triome, No More Lies, Snapcaster Mage. Again, if I took Delta into Duress, this would probably just be an easy Snapcaster Mage, but as drafted, I think I might just take Savai Triome. I think getting Tri-Lands, getting good mana in 6-person drafts is also quite a bit more important because, again, your decks don't tend to be quite as streamlined as they are in an 8-person draft. There's just less cards being opened. So I think I want to get better mana. You often end up being 3 colors. And Unholy Heat's kind of a replaceable card. Okay, here we have a bunch of kind of the same Mardu lands and then a Tidehowler Sculler and a Fatal Push. Really kind of wish we took that Lurse now. It would have worked out perfectly for us, actually, had we done that. Would have probably second picked the Ajani, which maybe was the picky anyway. Maybe in a 6-person draft, again, because decks are a little less streamlined, Containment Priest is a little bit less important, you can just take the Ajani there. It's great with Fable. Gives you a red permanent for the Ajani flip, but we didn't do that. We took the Containment Priest. Here, I'm going to take one of these lands, I think, over the Arena of Glory. I guess I'm going to take the Blood Crypt because we already have red cards. And this sets us up to be black-red or to be Mardu pretty nicely. And then now it's really interesting pack. So it's either going to be a Selfless Spirit, a Mishra's Research Desk, or a Vindicate here. I don't know to take Collective Brutality out of this pack. We are set up nicely for Mardu lands. Maybe there's some chance Luris even tables. I mean, it is a pretty narrow card. It's not inconceivable that it tables if people just aren't set up for it. Like, Sandy typically doesn't like to draft Luris, in my experience. I think I'm just going to take the Vindicate here over the Selfless Spirit. We already have 2 red lands. It's pretty easy to splash it. Okay, the Lurus did not table. Again, not surprising. Didn't expect it to table. It certainly was one of the best cards in the pack. But the Vaultborn Tyrant. Let's see. The Vaultborn Tyrant. The Upheaval. The Necromancy and the Luris are the cards that are gone. And Channel. Are the cards that are gone. So I'm going to go ahead and just take Guide of Souls here, I think. Makes the most sense, I think, given all the other considerations there. Kind of what I expected to be gone. And then here, let's see, this is the Delta pack with the Ajani. Obviously, those are both gone. I think I don't really want to take Grave Tide. I'm just going to take the Shield Breaker here. It's a decent... If you in a pinch, you can main deck it. It's also a very good sideboard card. Cementing us again into Boros ahead of Sandy, where I like to be. Hopefully Sandy took Loris into a Johnny, and now we can just cut. Given that they may have taken a Johnny... Sorry, they may have taken Loris. I'm going to take the Chromatic Star here. Although Sandy's other main deck that I see him draft is Reanimator, so the Liliana there could be the thing if he took, that Necromancer or that Voltborn Tyrant second. But I'm still going to take the Chromatic Star. And then here, I love Mishra's Workshop, but obviously we're not in a workshop position. I'm going to take Prismatic Ending here. Maybe I'll take K-Command, actually. Okay, we already have some black fixing. It is a powerful effect. I don't really want to take Sunfall. K-Command's also very good in Loris, so again, in the thought of cutting that from Sandy. Now I'm going to go and take Tidal Color and just really settle into being a Mardu deck, I think, and just try to be all three colors. I don't like this as much in... Oh, interesting. This is a Relate Baleful Tricks and a Relate Mishra's Research Desk. I'm going to hate the Strix, I think. I don't really love Research Desk in these decks very much. And here I'll take Lavamancer, passing a Relate land... Cut the Wayfinder, and then white. Okay, so after pack one, certainly wish we had the Luris, given that we are abiding by the Luris requirements. But I do think in a six-person draft, I like first picking the Fable there instead, although it has not worked out particularly well from there. Here, probably just going to take Arid Mesa. It's just so good with our lands already, right? We already have 2 lands that can fetch, so it's just a 3-color land. With kind of upside from there. And there's nothing particularly powerful in this pack. I would love it if we could table Sarah Paragon or table Lingering Souls. Especially Lingering Souls would be quite good in our deck, but Oust is also fine. There's Lightning Greaves if someone has Nadu. There's just Emrakul for whoever took the channel, because the channel did get picked in that first orbit. I think the most likely channeler in this group of 6 is probably Ely, who's on my team. So hopefully Ely gets his Emrakul third. That's the dream. And then here, ooh, wow, okay, multiple good white cards. We're going to go ahead and just take and a fetch. Our mana is actually already pretty decent with these 3 lands. I'm going to go ahead and just take Palace Jailer, which is the best card. I think it's significantly better than Adeline. And then hoping to table one of Adeline, Portable Hole, maybe even Fractured Entity. We could try to be a 4th color, potentially. But I think this is just a really clear Palace Jailer. There's somebody said, too, that the other white drafter might be the Loris player. Like, maybe there's not 2 other white drafters. Like, they went Loris and they took the Ajani, and that person can't take Adeline. So there's some chance we even table it's Adeline, which is kind of nice. Here, okay, so here it's Giver Runes, Mother Runes, wow, Thoughtseize, and Snuff Out. So a lot of really great cards for us in this pack. 4 cards I would love to get. I would hopefully get 2 of them. Let's see. I think I'm going to take the Thoughtseize out of these and then wheel one of the Mother Rune, Giver Runes combos, or wheel Giver Runes. Obviously, Mother's better. But I think the Loris player will take the Mother. And I'm guessing there isn't going to be a 3rd white drafter. I don't think any of the packs had 3 white cards. I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. So I'd be pretty surprised if there's 2 other white drafters. So by taking the Thoughtseize, we hopefully wheel one of the white cards. Whereas if we take one of the white cards, the other one goes, and then there could easily be 2 black drafters taking stuff out in Thoughtseize. And Thoughtseize is a little bit worse in this deck, just because again we might not have turn 1 black mana as consistently, but I think we can make that happen. I think again between the Tidal Color and these black cards, we really want to play them. And here it's just going to be a Flage. Flage is quite good, and again the Loris player can't take it, so that's nice. That's probably why it's getting through. I'm guessing Sandy. Here there's the Brain Freeze to go with that Doomsday that we passed, which is fine. Don't really mind that. And then now we have, let's see, interesting pack here. Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Fabled Passage. I don't love Fabled Passage in kind of more aggressive decks because you really want it to get an untapped land right away. Dark Ritual is quite nice for the Loris player. Not us. We're not going to be that heavy black, and we don't really need lots of black mana. We could take this just Dark Confidant version, the Augur. Don't mind that. Maybe we still just take Fabled Passage, actually. Just get good mana. I mean, is this your Lotus Petal, I think? I'll take Fabled Passage there. Even though it does come to play tapped, it's not so bad for us. And then here, again, I think we're seeing these white 3-drops come through because the Loris player is contesting us for white, so they can't take them. There's a decent argument to take. Maybe not decent. There's some position to take Hallowed Fountain to open us up to, if we wheel, like, I mean, Fractured Day is never really wheeling, so probably nothing that we need to worry about. Just going to take this Lorian. And then here, Linger Souls and the Sacred Paragon both came back, as did the Doomsday. As did Relic of Sorrow, which is a little bit surprising. Emrakul, Teferi, Oust. So the Lurus player took the Oust, which makes sense. I'm going to take the Lingering Souls and hope to actually wield the Sarah Paragon again. Because, again, I think the other white drafter is the Lurus player. They can't take Sarah Paragon. And so it gives the chance of actually getting both those back. Yeah, the Adeline came back like we thought. So, yes, I think we have a really good understanding of what's happening in this draft. There's one other white drafter. It's the Lurus player. We're going to be able to aggressively kind of table 3 and 4 cost white cards, which is awesome to know, because we can really abuse that potentially. Yep, see, and the Giver came back again. They took the Mother of Runes. So we're really dialed in on this table here. We might even just wield this Guardian Scalelord again, although that's the kind of card that someone might just hate draft. But I'm going to take Giver of Runes here. You really want 1-drops. 1-drops are great. And then nothing in this pack that we're going to play. Probably is going to cut this. I mean, the Doomsday tabled, and that pack really didn't have any other combo cards in it. So it's hard to imagine someone set up for Doomsday, which means Jace is not a blank. I'm just going to cut this Gadgeteer, I think. Could also cut the Oddity, but I think Ely's the most likely to be green. Although Ely tends to draft kind of like combo-y green decks, so I don't know, maybe that was a mistake. But here, could hate the Endurance, could hate the Brazen Borrow. I'm just going to take the Augur, I think. Yeah, I'll take the Augur. We might play it. And then the other cards are important enough, I think we really need to hate them. And here, I'm going to take the Restless Vents, I think. Could try to play Sadia. Yeah, Sadia's quite powerful if you can cast it, but, you know, we have 2 fetches that can get islands, but the Hallowed Fountain's gone already. There's also an Oliphant, actually. No, I'll just take the land there. Yep, and Paragon did come back like we thought. So that's awesome. This Vents pick is close between this and Oliphant, but because we have this Bob we might want to play, I took the land. Yep, and we were right. Skeller came back. So, again, I think we have a really good beat on this table. There's a Lurus drafter, and that's it in terms of white cards. Darn. So, but here, unfortunately, we have to take the Mox. They're going to get the Ocelot Pride, which is really too bad. It's the only, premium white card. Wandering Emperor is fine, but not at the same tier. We really were hoping that we had a, 3 or 4 drop white card in this pack instead of this Ocelot Pride. Like, if this was like a Solitude, that'd be so sick, right? Because we would just get 6-pick Solitude here. But obviously we're going to take the Mox. Wish it was on color, but one of the 2 off-color Moxes still can't complain too much. It's a Mox. And then here we have a Council's Judgment, an Eagles of the North, a Shadowy Backstreet. I think I might take Backstreet, and leaning into the fact that I just don't think anyone else can play this Council's Judgment, and just try to abuse that fact. Wait, sorry, the Lurus player can obviously play this. It's a spell. What am I talking about? Whew, caught myself. In that case, I might still take the Backstreet, because I think the first Surveillant is quite powerful, and we do have a bit of removal already in the Chain Lightning and the Vindicate, but we should not think that they can't play the Council's Judgment. That would be a big mistake. We do already have 2 tap lands in the Triome and the Restless Vents, which gives me a little bit of pause on taking this Council's Judgment. I'm going to think for a moment here and just kind of... Could really go either way. Like, we're at 25 spells and 6 lands. 25 cards, 6 lands, so 19 spells. I'm just going to take Council's Judgment. It's just such a versatile removal spell. And no, I'm going to take the land. At the last second I switched, and the land went somewhere. There it is. I don't love that it's a tap land, but I think we just gotta suck that up. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just take this Intrepid Adversary over Samwise and Usher the Fallen, and then we'll get one of those back. Plunderer, Rabble Master. There's a lot of cards here we'd like to play, and we could use some more early drops in our deck. So pretty happy with that selection. Oh, and there's an Othari. Wow, this pack is busted. Othari, Headlander Scarlet, even Carnage Interpreter, Unearth. I'm not going to take Unearth. I'm not going to take... I think this is either Othari or Headlander Scarlet. I'm going to take Headlander Scarlet. So the main reason here is I think I can get both, because I think the only person... I mean, Othari is certainly splashable if there's like a red X deck, but what are the odds there's a red aggro deck that's going to want to splash it? Not super high. Yeah, and I think Headlander Scarlet is just a messed up card. Pretty happy with that one. And then here, interesting. So I'm really, really impressed by Emperor of the Bones. Now, granted, we have no way to really abuse it. We have a Fable, but other than that, we're not really putting cards in our graveyard. I think it still is a really powerful card, a really powerful effect, and I'm inclined to take that over Robber of the Rich. I mean, for our mana fixing, right, we have 4 black lands, 6, 7. We're going to have 7 black sources, which is plenty. Maybe even 8. Yeah, I'm going to take Emperor of the Bones, and then maybe even Wheel the Robber. Grief is something we could look at too, although I think Grief's a little bit less exciting here. We don't have that many black cards. And then now, nothing here we really want to play, unfortunately. This one's kind of a blank. There's not. This is the last pick, so last new pack. There's not going to be a Stoneforge Mystic. Probably going to take Leyline Binding here for probably sideboard it. I don't want another tap land, so I'm not going to take the Jetmir's Garden. I wish we had an untapped. I guess this gets plain, so that's fine. Like an untapped white red land or white black land would be nice, but I think this is not a problem. Could hate something like the Fanatic of Ronus, but I don't feel the need to. I think we just take this for our sideboard. And then, okay, this pack came back. Kind of where we expected. The white-red Surveil land is gone. There's a Blackleaf Cliffs we could take. Could take a Braid. A Braid is a nice flexible removal spell. The Pyroglyph is gone. Narset is gone. Ocelot Pride obviously went to the Lurrus player. I don't want to take Dragon Channel. We don't have that many spells. So what is it? 29 minus 7, so 22 spells. We're already at 22 cards. I might take Blackleaf Cliffs then if we're at 22. And we'll table one of the Abrade and the Wandering Emperor. And then here, this might just be a Eagles of the North angle. Could also be Seasoned Pyromancer. Could also be Burst Lightning. I think all three of these cards are completely reasonable. Do we have anything that combos with Eagles of the North? Not especially. It is a little bit nice with Flage. Probably not going to play this, I think. I think Seasoned Pyro is the best of these cards. I guess I'm going to take that one. Wow, and then both Samwise and Usher came back? What did they take? And Generous Plunder. What did the Lurrus player take out of this pack? Bobble was in this pack. They took Mishra's Bobble. There's a good chance we get two of these. I think we have two fetches for Samwise. I'm going to take Samwise here, I think, and then wheel one of the others. I'm not 100% certain that is correct, but... And then here, I'm going to take... Let's see, would we play Carnage Interpreter in this deck? It's funny how much down how down I am overall in this card. I used to have this card as like a very, very high pick, and now it's a sort of whatever. Oh, this is a good Carnage Interpreter deck. I think I'm still going to take Unexpectedly Absent. Then we pass the Council's Judgment for the land. I wouldn't mind one more removal spell. The double white I don't love, but I think it's fine. And yeah, so Robbers did come back. But I think I might just take Showdown of the Skulls. I think we have enough... I mean, we're probably not going to make this one. We're definitely not making that one. 30 minus 8 is 22. I think Showdown is enough different. I don't really need another. Maybe we do want one more of these. I'll take one more 2-drop. You can't really go wrong with one more 2-drop. Obviously, this isn't hitting anyone. We'll just cut this thing. Yeah, Wandering Emperor did come back. I thought it might. Out of the Abrade pack. Wrath of God for our sideboard. And Hired Cloud. Okay, so... I just think a pretty sweet deck. Let's get to deck building. All right, let's get to deck building. So we have a couple extra cards we need to cut. Probably need to cut 2-ish cards here, I think. I think the kind of the marginal ones, let's move these here, put these lands here. The marginal cards we'll put over in this pile. I think these are all cuttable for different reasons. I don't see cutting anything that's not in this pile, I think. Yeah. So let's check our colors really quickly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black off of 1 swamp. So we're definitely playing 1 swamp. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop. Probably want at least 10 white. Come back here. And then we probably want, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eight red. And we need to cut 3. Okay. So of this pile here, I think Paragon's the first to go just to make our curve a little bit lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white. I just think Samwise, we don't have like great combos with Samwise in here. It can be pretty nasty with Jailer to get that back, but not like the best Samwise deck. And I think Robber's a better 2-drop, and I think I do want to play it off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Maybe it's just Pyromancer because we only have 8 red sources. And it's really not trivial to get one more red in because we would be cutting... I don't want to cut the swamp because then we lose 2 black sources, right? Like this and this both go away and we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black. And I really like the idea of 7, I think, is optimal, so there's no way to get to 7. It's either 6 or 8. So I think we're just going to go with 8, and then 8 red. And then maybe we just cut the Pyromancer since it's going to be a little tricky to cast. Pyromancer's so good with Flage, though, that maybe it's worth stretching, and we instead just cut the... I mean, what else would we even cut? I mean, we could just not main deck the Shieldbreaker. Neither of my teammates are on artifacts, but there weren't really a lot of artifacts in the draft. Although my teammate did pass an academy, they said, never mind, they have an academy on their team. My 2 teammates, Abram is on Luris, and so it wasn't, unfortunately, wasn't Sandy. Like I said during the draft, Sandy doesn't really like Luris in my experience, although he does like red-white. He probably took the Necromancy or the Tyrant second, so he's probably on Reanimator, which is his second most drafted deck. And then Ely's on green-blue combo, does have the channel, didn't get the Emrakul, weirdly. So the person, Sven, in between us must have hated the Emrakul second, or took Emrakul second. Sven didn't know that channel was in the draft, because Ely 5th picked it. I opened it, so it never got to Sven. So really an interesting Emrakul second pick there. But Emrakul is a huge part of where Ely lives, so maybe he just sort of had the read that that's going to be good in Ely's deck. What's the last cut here? Maybe it is just Robber. We have a lot of 2s. I think Robber's the worst 2. I think the upside of having Seasoned Pyromancer is just too good with Flage. We also have Fable to help sort out our land. Let's cut the Robber, I guess. We'll put the Shieldbreaker. Some good sideboard options when it comes to that. But I think this is, let's go with this. And we'll be back for round 1. All right, here goes round 1 against the Sven, who all we know about Sven right now is that they have a piece of power. I think they have a Mox that Ely passed them, and then they have that Emrakul they second picked in pack 2. I'm going to keep this hand. We draw an untap land, it's great. Obviously, we'd rather build the Thoughtseize on here on turn 1 and play into a 2-drop, so being off curve is a little bit awkward, but I don't think we can mulligan this hand. Thoughtseize is just too busted. And they're going to 5, so that's even better for our hand with a little bit of disruption. Pretty excited about Thoughtseize versus 5 cards. Okay. Alright, so I think we're going to just play the back street here, since Fable will eventually turn on as an untapped land if we just draw one more land. And then turn 2 we have a couple different options. Ooh, okay, we're going to put that one in the graveyard. So here, somebody just go land. Ooh, okay, we're going to get wastelanded maybe? Are we not getting wastelanded? Yep, okay. Sure. I like 1-for-1 trades when they mold to 5. Like, this is just a good exchange for us when we just have more cards than them. And we know they also have a spell because they tapped that land thinking about playing a 2-drop. Oh, no, they weren't thinking about playing a 2-drop. So they must have Sneak Attack and... Ask my teammates if we pass Sneak or... Through the Breach. I'm guessing the answer to the question is yes, that we passed one of those 2. That would be the only reason why they would take Emrakul second in pack 2. So one thing I like doing, and this is maybe as a useful kind of just tip for folks who are looking to kind of just improve their hand reading and deck reading skills, again, you need to be connecting random pieces of information you have. So I know that Sven took an Emrakul in the spot that was very strange, because they couldn't have channel, my teammate had channel. It's a really weird card to hate draft randomly that early. So they must have Sneak or Through the Breach or both. And given that they have those cards, it makes Seething Song a little bit scary. But Trinket Mage also will get them that Mox that they passed. So we're going to go ahead and just take the Trinket Mage, since it gives them a recurring source of mana and the one-time shot mana from the Seething Song. We can also clean up the Seething Song later with the Sculler. We probably have more time to do that than we do for the... And here we have all of our options available. I guess we just Sculler here. Oh, we'll take 4th Earlingus. Okay. Next turn, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, okay. They found something to Seething Song. That is why we scullered them last turn, just to protect ourselves. Wheel of Fortune. Ugh, okay, that was a pretty lucky draw. Okay, well... we regret taking the... I guess it didn't really matter when we took then with the dress. We now have Flage that gets to come back at least. Our graveyard is quite full. Not next turn because we have a Swamp in play and we're going to have a Mox Emerald. What a gross draw. I mean, literally they had one turn to... We just pull way ahead if we just get to play another land, another spell. And they have this fourth Lingus on layaway, which is kind of scary. Don't love that. So our Arid Mesa gets the Tri-land still. And it gets us a black-red duel. Okay, they're just going to get their fourth Lingus back in hand. Palace Jailer. Okay, we could cast that, but that doesn't do anything. So we're going to go ahead and just play... If they have a white source, they're going to fourth for 4. For 2, 4 mana total. They're going to fourth for 2. What a gross turn of events. I think it's important then that we play this Loran and we just go get our Tri-land, I think. I want a creature in play that can attack back to take back the initiative. I think that's pretty important. Okay, not white mana. Yes, this is I Triome. Okay. Well, that's not a bad draw. Going to play the mountain and attack and just say go here, I think, and leave up all of our business. There's no way to K-command and get back the Scholar and cast it, right? Because we need black... No, black-red one. We could. We could K-command and Scholar them. I kind of like that, actually. They do have 3 mana up. The other option is just wait. They cast forth Theolingus. I then have K-command for a token, and I have Absent for a token. Maybe we just do that. Only because they have their 3 mana up. I really don't want to just play into a counterspell here. Like, if they counter the command and then they just get to go nuts on us. That might have been... I'm not sure about that turn. There's the 4th Lingus mana. So here comes 4th Lingus for 3. Which is fine. We'll deal with 2 of them probably just right now. There's also this Emperor Bones going on here. Oh, it's through the breach. Okay. So here comes the Emrakul. We're going to unexpectedly absence it. Or rather, we can't because it has protection from... that doesn't work anyway. Okay, it's hollying us. Anything we want to do here? We can use this to guarantee they get like a Mox Emerald if we wanted to give them Mox Emerald. But I think instead we just give them our thing and then we can just put our thing back on top and draw it if we want to. Coveted Jewel and Adeline. Okay. Also, I don't know why I thought I could absent the Emrakul. Obviously, it's just protection from colors. Okay, so we're going to make sure before they attack that we absent this Adeline right now, because we don't want them to get a 1/1. So we'll put this back on top of our library. Then they get to draw 3 from this Coveted Jewel. And then we're going to take this 7, but then we're threatening to take the jewel, which is pretty sick. We can also, Colgan's Command, back our Robber of the Rich to give us a second haste creature if we need it. Plus we get to own a tapped and attacking from the Adeline. So we have 3 things that are going to be attacking here, potentially. So we are very likely to get to steal this, this coveted jewel. So let's see. What do we want to do? I do want to cast at the end of turn. Oh, geez. Mana Crypt as well. Okay. That might be the one that we knew about. I can't remember whether we knew about Mana Crypt or... All right. So end of turn. I'm going to destroy target artifact. I'm going to return target creature to my hand. I'm going to return... So I can return Scholar or I can return Robber of the Rich. Next turn we can cast Scholar and cast Adeline and still have 2 attackers, or we can cast Robber. They have so many cards. I think I want to cast the Scholar. Oh, but then if they just deal with Lorian, I don't have an attacker. No, I need to bring back the Robber. We need that haste creature. Otherwise, we cast Adeline, they just bolt the Lorian, and then we just don't have something to get. We can't trigger the 1/1. And I really want to make sure we take Coveted Jewel this turn. This might be like a Mystic Confluence, maybe. Well, I guess I should have let this. I should have waited for this to sack. Now they can bounce this with Mystic Confluence, which is something I should not allow to have happen. That was a mistake. Obviously, we don't want this in play when we're doing this. This was foolish. We also really want this to go because we could have maybe Emperor Bones them actually. Yeah, there's the Mystic Confluence. Yeah. Okay, so now we want to try to draw a haste. We want to draw that card, right? Let's draw the Adeline. Didn't think about Mystic Confluence. It's fine though. We have the Lauren. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we could take this Coveted Jewel. That's an insane draw, obviously. So we play a land, we play Headliner Scarlet, we attack, we take Coveted Jewel. We're then going to have 5 mana left over. And then we're going to play the Loran blowing up the Mana Crypt. They will then be able to play the 4th Earlingus for 4. Not ideal. So I think we just play this off of these 4 right now. Do we have any other discard? I'm trying to think what we do at this 4th Earlingus. Like, is there any way to... It's so gross this way this game played out. We tied on a skull the 4th Earlingus and they just draw a Wheel of Fortune. And it's just on layup. Oh man, they have Pyrokinesis? Oh, that's so gross. Alright, so now we're just dead. Yep, we're just dead. Okay, well. Wow, this one went about as badly as possible. We're just dead at the 4th Earlingus, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Brutal. I feel like we were supposed to win that game, but I have no idea what we did wrong. But just the cards lined up so incredibly, unfortunately, in such a weird way. Let's see. So they're playing Through the Breach. I probably do want Leyline Binding, given they have Through the Breach for Emrakul, and that at least gives us like some game against it. Probably don't want Chain Lightning. They're not going to have very many cheap creatures in that deck. Do want Shieldbreaker, do want Robber, do want Loran. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make that one change. Don't want Soul Cauldron, I think. Don't really want Samwise. Don't really want Sarah Paragon. Yeah, okay. Wow, yeah, I mean, I think we were like, we had to be a pretty huge favorite in that game, but that did not come together. Yeah, there's just nothing we can really do differently. I mean, we could play a different thing on turn 3, right? When we played the Sculler, we could play any of the other twos potentially. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm just gonna go turn 1, Vents. Play the Mox. There's a Braid out there. I think the risk of getting turn 1 wheeled is enough to get off of a Mana Crypt. I'm going to play the Mox Emerald, but this is very close on whether or not it's supposed to be in play or not. I like playing this, though, because that way next turn we can play both of these. Otherwise, there's a chance we just don't really get the benefit from this mana. If we just play turn 1 Guide. Alright, let's just exile Emrakul. Just right out of the game. Not greedy. Doesn't need to be a card I can cast. That counts. That'll do. That will do. Okay, 6 cards in hand, so we'll get another Robber trigger potentially. We don't want to Shieldbreaker this because they fizzle it and then it's permed. I guess we just declare combat. Well, I guess I play my... There's no reason not to play my land, right? Because this is going to untap next turn. I mean, in the world where they wheel, I'm going to wish that I put Fable into play here, I think, but in every other world, I just want to play the island. I guess I don't really need to play it first. Like, they're not going to play 2 cards in combat, I think. They're probably going to kill this thing anyway. Here comes a 3-mana spell. Part the Flames of whatever Andor thing again. Gandalf, whatever. Yeah, Flame of Andor. Anor. Yep. I'm going to cast the Shieldbreaker here, since next turn I'm going to be playing Scale Lord potentially. And getting back Robber the Rich. That'll give us 3 triggers on this as well. Sure. Okay, they have the red-white Batland, that makes sense. They might have the Othari as well, since they're splashing white. They probably do. Alright, not optimal. No more lands, please. Get ourselves a mountain. Cast this thing. Back up onto this thing, I guess. We saw Unholy Heat removed to the Pyrokinesis. I mean, they have Pyrokinesis, like Pyrokinesis, they wipe us anyway. There's like, it doesn't matter when we put it on. Same thing with the Bolt. Yeah, here's the Unholy Heat. Yep. We'll get big. Okay. Okay. So, we don't have a lot of cards that make up a bunch here. We could draw like Palace Jailer. Jeez, they have Mox Ruby too. Okay. Into Bonehorde Dracosaur. Alright. Palace Jailer, please. Not what we needed. Well, we're just dead. And we have a lot of room for this too. At least 4 or 5. I mean, not a ton, right? We have Vindicate, Unexpectedly Absent, and oh great, here's a 4th one, I guess. I mean, we really did run absurdly badly this match. I mean, this is how LSP's been running in every draft I've watched. I guess I'm inheriting his variants. No attack. Interesting. I guess there's no reason to play this. I actually kind of like not attacking there, because why introduce Monarch into a game that you're just crushing? Your deck does have a lot of air in it. Oh, gosh. Okay. I mean, if you're not going to just Monarch, why draw 7 when you have the game locked? That can't be right. So I just put this back on top now, right? And it gets shuffled away with the Emrakul. It's that, or I try to Wandering Emperor. What is this? If I get Mystic Confluence here, then we lose, but I think we're never beating that card to begin with, right? Yeah, I don't understand this Wheel of Fortune. After not introducing... It's like this turn they could have sent 4 of them and just gotten Monarch for costing them 2 2/2s, and they just have their 5/5 first striker to eat down my stuff. I don't know. Seemed weird. I think those 2 plays don't seem consistent. I like the not attack, but then I definitely would never cast Wheel of Fortune here. Just chill. Like, you just wait and just do Dragon's triggers every turn. Like, what am I have no cards. How do I ever win that game? And then if I draw an answer Dracosaur, then you cast Wheel. Like, you're not in any rush to cast Wheel. And now I get the Scale Lord business, potentially 2. Although if they have Pyrokinesis, obviously that's not great. Hackers. I think I just block like this. They kill the Scale Lord, that's fine. The Scale Lord does a ton here. I think I may even trade. Like... I do want to trade because I want my Canterbury's dead for this Scale Lord. So they don't have a removal spell. I don't want this in play anymore. Pyrokinesis does 4, so it doesn't matter. I can't make it so these 2 don't both die. I could just do this. And then they can only kill one of these. Like, that 2 damage doesn't really matter. So why not do this? Kind of like that, actually. Yeah, I think I like that. And then on my turn, I'm going to have... Like, we know they don't have Confluence. On my turn, I have, like, Lingering Souls with this, going big. I have a lot going on here. I think we're winning this game. Obviously, I mean, their hand could just be good. There's a lot of stuff that we struggle with, but we know that... I mean, their deck as a whole, as constructed, I think has a decent amount of air. Meaning just like it has a lot of like cards that don't impact the board, you know, Seething Songs and Talismans and stuff like that. So I'm feeling not bad about this spot. Obviously they have 1,000,000 mana, which is also scary. They can just cast the Pyrokinesis here. cashing these treasure tokens. Yeah, that's what's happening. Ooh, upheaval. Interesting. Did not see that coming. That's fine-ish. Ish. Obviously, upheaval when they have Mox, Mana Crypt, not ideal. Did they play land this turn? I feel like they played land this turn, but maybe they must not have. Oh, they did. They played land this turn. Okay. I mean, still they get to play all these things, but... Alright, then we're going to go land, guide, emerald, discard a bunch of lands, discard lingering souls probably, and the plan will be turn 2. I mean, they picked up a bunch of lands. I should have screenshot their thing. I can never... My memory these days is not what it used to be. What did they just pick up? Anything relevant? The creatures were all tokens, right? It was 2/3/1s and a bunch of 2/2s. They discarded all lands, obviously, including the Xander's Lounge. Okay, we drew that thing. So our turn is obviously this, and then... Okay, we're going to keep... Let's see. So next turn, I think we want to play Loran. Take out the Mana Crypt. Oh, Mana Crypt might be a way just to kill them. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we take out the... Okay, we're definitely getting rid of 2 planes. We're definitely getting rid of this Backstreet. I think we have to. We're definitely going to get rid of... I think Scale Lord. We're just so far away. I think we get rid of the Vents. We get rid of 2 more cards. We could get rid of the Vents and the Pyromancer. Like, we're pretty far from Pyromancer like mattering, and that means we get rid of both and we don't have to worry about this double red nonsense. Kind of like that. And here, I mean, if they start losing Mana Crypt flips, we can just try to kill them, right? I mean, we can just go... We could even lure in something else, conceivably, if they lose this flip. Okay, they lost that flip. That's the big first flip. If they play something like a permanent that's good, we'll just Vindicate it and hit them for 1. I think that's our baseline play. And then our upside play from here is going to be... Like, if they play their white-red... Maybe they play the white-red tap land, we just Vindicate it. I kind of like that. Because then, if we Vindicate that, then we know they can't fourth their Lingus us, which is kind of the scary... Oh, no, they already have the Talisman. What am I talking about? I'm just rambling now. Sure. Trinket Mage. Now I think I just go Lingering Souls, lift this thing off, hit them. If we get Wheel of Fortune here, we're in trouble. Mostly because all of our lands are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, not all of them. Okay, we didn't get Wheel of Fortune. That's good. Giver of Runes. This is like one of the... This might be the only card. No Thoughtseize. No, yeah, no, not that. This is the only card we can draw that makes me wish we discarded Lingering Souls. Because then we could double play. I think it's our only 1-drop left in our deck, right? Because it's this, and Thoughtseize, and then with Thoughtseize we don't have double black. So that's unfortunate. That we drew that one. I'm going to play the black mana, I think. Yeah, I really want to lift off the guide here. So I want two triggers. If it gets countered, it's fine. Oh, okay. It didn't get countered, but they killed our thing. I think pressuring the left total is important enough there that it's worth doing this and not Lorening something. So since we're not going to take out the Mana Crypt, like, who cares what else we take out? Oh, they lost another one. Nice. Okay. So they go to 6 next turn, most likely, and then we get to play 2 creatures. We get to, like, lure in something and either Vindicate or Giver of Runes, both. Sorry, we get to either Vindicate or Lauren and Giver of Runes. So if they play like Dracosaur here or something. Or they're playing Tali. Okay. Not ideal, but theoretically beatable. They hit Fourth Lingus and Adeline. Okay. Adeline's annoying, but the Fourth Lingus is whatever. They should cast it, though, just to get the Monarch, I think. Maybe they don't want to give us Monarch, actually. They probably shouldn't cast it. Yeah, I think that's correct. So they're going to hit us for 3. We go to 15. We kill this. And we play... we have to just take this. We play the Giver of Runes. Not useful. Okay, so we're going to go Vindicate Atali, play Giver of Runes, put them to 6, say go. And we need to lose one of the next 2 flips, because then next turn we can Wandering Emperor, put a counter on a token, hit them for another 3, put them to 3. And we can chump the Adeline with the Giver of Runes if we need to. I guess we should... I guess Pyrokinesis is the concern, right? Still. We're never beating Pyrokinesis, though, I think. Might as well attack. They don't have any reach creatures. It's a big 2 points of damage there. Okay, we Vindicate the Atali. We play Giver. Okay. If they lose this flip, it looks decent. They won the flip. Okay. Well, no, they can lose the next one. Iteration, sure. And these are some sick games. Both games, it just felt like, at some point it felt like we were just so incredibly close, and then it just gets like ripped away from us in a very painful fashion, but that's Magic. I think we've played pretty well, I think. And there's a million spots in these games. I have to go back and rewatch them. I mean, we're just never beating Mana Confluence is the real problem here. Might not be the only problem, but it's a big problem. Well, they're tanking, so maybe that's a good sign. Flame of Anor, okay. Unfortunate. I mean, our Giver Runes is going to block a 1/1. That's what's going to happen. We're not going to chump the Adeline here. Oh, this is a wizard. They get, oh man, they get 2. What's the... So they're going to probably take out our Mox Emerald, I assume. At least the Fourth Lingus is gone. This is like one of the scary cards. Their deck's nice. What can we draw? We can draw Flage. Flage is a really nice draw. We boarded out the Chain Lightning, right? Yeah, we boarded out Chain Lightning. We can draw Command, K-Command, conceivably, if we still get to... We're probably still going to hit them for 1. I assume this is just going to be Flame... Oh, they're tapping 4, though. I figured this would just be Flame plus... Oh, they still have Jewel in against us. Interesting. Flame, blow up Mox Emerald, kill a thing, is what I assumed. They may want to draw 2. Again, draw... If they draw the... Oh, they're taking 1 to cast the flame. Oh, they're at 5. That's kind of big. And they're choosing to draw 2 cards. Okay. So we get to put a counter on this with the Wandering Emperor and put them to 3 with Mana Crypt in play. They should have blown up their Mana Crypt, I think. I think leaving Mana Crypt in play here was really greedy of them. Unless they have another way to like gain life or remove it. Like, why... They're just so far ahead. Like, I mean, granted, I have cards in hand. I know it's a little bit scary, maybe, but I just feel like their board is quite dominant. And why risk this? in this spot? Oh, because they have pyrokinesis. Okay, that's the reason why. Man, they just really had it all. Okay, so we need to draw a haste creature. Oh, we also need to remember they probably have the Othari that got taken in the draft. I remember that. Wait, this didn't attack? That should have attacked, obviously, but it's fine. Unlikely to matter. Okay, we go to 8. Oh, we don't have a second black mana. Brutal. Just brutal. We're at 8. Do we have any outs here? I mean, we can Lingering Souls and Loran. Emperor of Bones gets Scale Lord. Does it get anything that kills them? No, it gets a Tolly. Wow, I wish we had a second black mana. But there's also no way we can play the Savai Trion this turn because we need to use all of our mana, right? We need to flashback Lingering Souls and cast this Loran, which is to take all 5 mana. Which is still a thing, right? It gives us 3 blockers just to try to not die. We're dead to Mana Confluence, but I think we're dead to Mana Confluence no matter what we do. Because Wandering Emperor removed this thing, gain 2, go to 10. Maybe that's the play. Kill that, gain 2, go to 10. And then it's attacking us for 7 down to 3. So we're dead to Othari. I mean, we're just never beating Mana Confluence because they just have it up the next turn. So we shouldn't try to play on Mana Confluence because at some point they'll get to Mana Confluence or critical play and just kill us. So I think the Wandering Emperor play lets us cast and activate Emperor of Bones next turn, which is pretty nice. We have to play the tap land this turn. But the Lingering Souls line gives us 3 blockers, deprives them of a mana. Probably this one. And then we have those 2 flyers. I think I'm going to go for that play. I think it's better. But it's definitely close. I could definitely see this going either way. I'm not 100% certain this plays right. I think we take this out because the 1 damage shouldn't matter. And depriving them of a second blue could matter. This takes them off of Mana Confluence, actually. Or off of Mystic Confluence. I keep calling it Mana Confluence. Off of Mystic Confluence. We just put them on, right? Yeah, we put them on. Okay. Okay. Well. I think we still have outs here to win this off of this Mana Crypt. They won that flip too. Okay, unfortunate. If at all possible, we want to preserve our spirit tokens, or at least one of them. Even one of them with the Wandering Emperor gives us 2 damage, so we have another chance to just win a flip. Okay, they played a red land, not a blue land, so no Mana Confluence. Or Mystic, Jesus, no Mystic Confluence. We can just draw a swamp, right? That'd be pretty nice. Wheel. Again. Okay. 14 cards left. They have 12 cards left. Yep. Okay. Unfortunate. Lost our best way to win. Both of our ways to deal direct damage. We still have K-Command in our deck. That does 2. Now we really need both of these 1/1s to survive, given that we didn't draw anything. Oh, it's another kind of weird wheel. Like, it's a spot where I don't know. I don't know their list, so obviously it's possible they can wheel the stuff that matters. So this would be 8, so I'm just chumping this. I'm taking 5 and going to 3, because I need these to be alive to be able to put them to 3 rather. We have binding if they play a flyer. Just no removals. Well, they probably have a shock here. They have multiple shocks in their deck, right? So they're probably just going to play Galvanic Blast or the energy one or the Unholy Heat here, unfortunately. Or it might just be killing us. This could be a braid. There's that a braid that's in the draft that we didn't get. Talisman, sure. So I meant though, a lot of air in this deck. A lot of air. Okay. That's a good draw. Attempt to attack. Brazen Bar, maybe? Yep, okay. Do we have any outs to beat to survive a turn? Flage puts us to 6. I guess I should have cast Sculler there and seen. That was actually just a huge mistake. Yeah, obviously you just cast Sculler. Why would I not look at their hand first? That was really stupid. Oh, I can Flage them and then I can just Leyline Binding this, right? I go to 6 and they have 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't cast this. Okay, so not the end of the world. But obviously, the damage doesn't matter unless we can do 2. So I should have sort of thought first about whether or not we wanted to. Okay, we put them to 1. And then we binding this, and then they only have 5, and we're at 6. Yes, okay. And if they remove the binding, that's fine, because Adeline comes back under my control, because it was originally mine. Crazy game. Obviously, we should just have these spirit tokens untapped here. Maybe. I don't know. Yay, they lost the flip. Let's go. What an absurd game. Like, wow. Okay, so Brazen Borrower, Trinket Mage. I still don't think I really want either of these cards. I mean, Lavamancer kind of does some stuff. I assume they have the Othari. I should really look more closely if my teams have it in their sideboard, but someone might have it in their sideboard. Let's see really quickly. No Othari is in our sideboards. So I assume the Othari is here. That's a reason to want Chain Lightning. Also, just burning them out is kind of nice. But what am I going to board out? Like, Shieldbreaker is nasty here. Wandering Emperor's cuttable. It's quite expensive, quite clunky. Although it is nice, it's an answer to... I mean, Emrakul's already triggered at that point, so it's not really an answer to Emrakul. Still think it's probably better. I'm just going to click it back, I think, here. Okay. Wow. Crazy game. I don't know. The first Wheel of Fortune seemed crazy to me. The second one, much closer. I'm going to keep this hand. I think Shieldbreaker is just so good against them. On the draw. Yeah, I'm going to keep. This one's very close. But I can also even just turn 1 it as well. Or I can just choose to play this and turn 2 it. Well, that's not what we wanted to draw. It's possible this was a mulligan. These are the hands where I think I have the hardest time intuitively assessing them now, because under the old mulligan rules, these were just auto keeps, I think. Like, the old mulligan rules were just too punishing, but now that you get to put the worst card back, like, the first mulligan really isn't that bad for you. You're supposed to mulligan much more aggressive than you used to. And it's possible I'm not doing that enough. Lotus Petal. I must already have Mana Crypt in hand then? Interesting, okay. We still have to take this out. And I'm going to play Fabled Passage here to get double white, I think? No, I guess I just play this. I'm just thinking about if they wheel, what do I want to have in play post-wheel? Do I want to have a second red-black or do I want to have a second white? But I have so many white sources left that I think this is better to put into play. Plus the fact that this will be untapped in 2 turns means it's untapped white on turn 4 when I need it. Yeah, there's the Mana Crypt we knew they had. Yeah, I'm just getting Emerald here. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh no, we're getting wheeled. Okay. Alright, not the worst hand. So many talismans, jeez. Yeah, I mean, their deck is basically all blank. Like, crazy percentage of blanks in this deck. A K command. I don't think I can afford to K command here. I think I need to Thoughtseize them. I think it would be malpractice to not cast Thoughtseize this turn. Interesting 2 cards. The Pyrokinesis is gone. I think I just take True Name and I flashback Lingering Souls. And then I'm just like, sure, cast your Coveted Jewel. I have 2 unblockable flyers. Can you deal with both of them? Versus trying to have to like erase this True Name Nemesis, which I don't really want to have to deal with. Like, cast Coveted Jewel have 4 mana up. I don't think they're a favorite to be able to protect the jewel. And if I steal it, the game's just over. Like, they'll never get it back. I guess they can 4-3 Lingus me to get it back, but probably a small favorite. Okay. They chose not to play it. Now I think, interesting spot. So I can go after their mana with K command. I can like K command the Crypt or the Talisman or something. Bring back Headliner Scarlet, play Giver Runes. I kind of like leaving Crypt because I can erase them, although it makes the... I want to make sure they can't go... I want to avoid spots where they can play Coveted Jewel and Upheaval in the same turn, right? So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn they can do that by playing a land. So maybe this is the turn to take out Mana Crypt. It's like blow up Crypt, draw, pick up my Headliner Scarlet, play... Okay, so I think also I said they could just have drawn Mystic Confluence. I think I said attack for 2 to start the turn. And then I think I go Plains, Giver Runes, go, Upkeep, K command. And we wait to see. If they lose the flip, I probably leave it. If they win, they won the flip. So I think their life total is high enough now that I want to just take out the mana. Oh, maybe I just kill their Trinket Mage, actually. No, who cares about this Trinket Mage? And I'm a little light on action now. I only have 1 more spell left. think this is better. Okay, so now it's very hard for them to play the jewel. If nothing happens this turn, what am I doing? I'm probably just casting Headliner Scarlet. Or do I hold the... Maybe I hold the Headliner Scarlet because I want to save it for... I'm going to have Giver Runes active, so it's an interesting spot. What are the cards I'm worried about? There's Flame of Anor with a wizard in play. But I have Giver. Because the other thing is I can just get this thing going, right? I just fire this thing off, and then it's in my graveyard, and I'm threatening to flash it back. Interesting. I drew Guide. Given that I drew Guide, I think I like just attacking. And I think I like attacking with Giver of Runes as well. Yeah, I do. Let's just pressure life total. We're gonna sandbag the Headliner Scarlet. So we always have that as a fallback against the... I like Flaging here, I think. And then next turn I can Flage plus Shieldbreaker. I think I like Flaging Face. I just don't think this thing matters. I guess like versus Upheaval it's a little bit worse now. I think I do want Containment Priest. I think Containment Priest is one of the ways that I get robbed in this game is through the Breach. So I think if I fade this turn, I think I'm in really good shape. Because next turn I'm going to have a bunch of lines. Yep. Certainly Flaging them was aggressive. That might have been wrong. I guess actually what I should have backstreeted first and seen my top card before I played the Flage. There's no reason. Yeah, that was a mistake. But now I think I'm just gonna flashback Flage. Is there any reason to do this? No. I'm trying to think of like timings of Mystic Confluences and things like that. Like if I play Flage and they Mystic Confluence it and they bounce some stuff, I protect something, I replay the thing. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I think I just attack for 4. I'm also thinking about like Upheaval. Having something up that I can flash in post Upheaval is pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to try to cast this, I think. What is my graveyard right now? There's plenty of stuff, right? Yeah, okay. They have the Wasteland too, right? So I don't want to leave up. I don't want to get Wastelanded off of my... I'm gonna keep going face here. I just don't think this card matters. Right, because in case of Upheaval, I'm going to flash in Containment Priest, which gives me another energy, and then I'm going to untap my turn. I'm going to go land Guide of Souls, kill them. So I have lethal through Upheaval now. Oh, I don't, because I don't get the energy. I'm the energy short. Oops. Right, because this thing comes in when that thing's gone. Okay. Well, I get to put them to 2 at least. Whew, all right. Got there. Let's go. Be back for round 2. All right, back for round 2. I am a little tired after that round 1. That one was a tight one. Sandy is on Reanimator, which is not surprising. Second pick the Necromancy. Has Archon of Cruelty, some other stuff. Shieldred. I think this hand is just too bad. Can't cast anything. We have to draw a land. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan that hand. All right, this hand's pretty nice. Gonna keep. I'm probably gonna bottom the Flage only because I think the match is gonna go relatively quickly, and I'm not sure we're gonna have time to really get Flage going. And I kind of like having the lands and Emperor Bones business going on here, so. I'm not sure which one of these we play turn 2. We probably play Emperor. Like, having Emperor on the board with our mana up means they can't really go for it easily. Ooh, Library. Okay. Against Library, I actually might play Intrepid Adversary and really hope to draw Mox Emerald. What I really want to be able to do is have... Oh, interesting. I really want Sandy to EOT discard to hand size a fatty, and then I can go Bones, eat it. Oh, great. It eats for free. Never mind. So yeah, I want to sandbag that. Okay. Right, it eats for free and then it's mana to bring it back, but it eats for free. So I want to wait until next turn to play it and eat whatever Sandy discards the hand size here. And this can go get Blood Crypt for a second black mana or a second red mana. Oh, what a weird art. Uh-oh. Not what you want to see happening. Just Shieldred, maybe? That would be not optimal for us. Just Shieldred, okay. Would definitely describe this as non-optimal. That's not a land. We really need a land here. I don't really want to take 4. I think it's just Emperor Bones. Go, I think. Yeah, I think so. The other option is fuse with Pyromancer, discard Lauren and Emperor Bones to try to find the land. But then we take 4. I mean, we do get 2 1/1s, so we can just chump the Shieldred to get the life back. That's not so bad. But I don't really want to lose my Emperor. I think it's quite close. Very unsure. I could see discarding those 2, making the 2 1/1s, taking 4, going to 14, getting 2 fresh cards, and then just next turn being a big favorite to cast Palace Jailer. Also, like, Palace Jailer is pretty nice when you have a bunch of creatures in play because you're wide, so they can't really take Monarch easily. Like, they need a flyer. But like, Emperor Bones does mess with Sandy's planning at least a little bit, I would hope. Like, it makes it a little bit trickier to get randomation stuff to happen. Interesting. Killing the lifelinker. Is not afraid of this, which means I kind of regret prioritizing it over the, the Pyromancer. Okay. Huh. If we see like time, I wonder if he has like time spiral. I mean time twister. If he had time twister, it would just kill me right there, right? So I'm just going to go with the possibilities of the different combos of this stuff that I can do. I can play Adeline. I can play Pyromancer. I think I like playing Pyromancer over Adeline here. Discard these two. If I play Adeline, I attack, they take 3. Like, who cares? Here I do go to 7, then I go to 5. I mean, I go to 5 either way. But at least I have the 2/1/1s to block with now. Darn. Get that so we can gain some life next turn potentially. This land's a lot worse and there's no land on top of our deck. But I think we're just never winning if we don't find a land, so I probably was just Pyromancer last turn actually. Maybe it's just too important. Didn't activate library, that's a bad sign. Grief. Okay, goodbye. Palace Jailer. But actually it's fine if it takes Palace Jailer, because then I can eat it with Emperor Bones and put it into place, which kind of can't take Palace Jailer. But does. I mean, probably has to. Okay, I'm going to chump this to the 1/1. Okay. Oops. In the draw step. Yep, take that. Oh, this plus this gets me the other thing too. That's nice. Do I do this right now? I think I must, because I want the Monarch end of turn. This can't get snuff added. Obviously, there's attacks. Do I attack with Emperor Bones or not? I'm inclined not to. I don't think Sandy's life total matters that much, and I think that I'm going to I just want to be able to block this thing very safely without having to, I don't want to lose my Guide of Souls, because it's going to give me, like, next turn I get to just, like, flashback Lingering Souls and then just trigger this thing again. So I think I just send this and just play it really safe. Would be helpful to draw land at some point. Sure. I guess not at this point, though. Okay, we're going to cast this. But I guess putting the counters on here doesn't do anything because it's happening in combat, right? It would need to be when I have something worth Loraning. So maybe I just send... I mean, now life total is starting to matter. When I've Headliner Scarlet, so life total matters a lot now. So given that, I do want to... And I'm also gaining life from the Guide of Souls, so now... Like I send these two, and I think I lift off the Emperor. And when I do that, I'm just going to put in... Maybe I just don't lift off, actually. Because the next one I can lift off, and I can put in Intrepid Adversary, and I can pump it, potentially, in some spots. Maybe I just do this. That's too conservative. I should do this. I mean, I guess I want to play around Toxic Deluge for one. There's also just this attack and put the counters on the token, and then they take 9 down to 15, and then I have 15 damage next turn that I'm threatening. Right? Because Scarlet's 15, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the 2 counters is 15. Okay, I'm going to go for this. This could be wrong. Okay. Okay. Still no land. Well, we're making do. Would really like a land here. Because I think I have to vindicate this. Well, if I vindicate that, then I die to the tar pit, right? So, okay, I'm not vindicating that. Never mind. I'm just going to play Robber of the Rich Lingering Souls. I'm going to gain 3, go to 6. Okay, I definitely can't just vindicate this when I die to the tar pit. So then I need to go... I mean, never doing a 4th land in my top 17 cards is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess I do the Oxygen roll, but, like, I feel like having one more land would make this game a lot easier. I'm going to get to lift off my Emperor Bones here and grief for them, so that's kind of nice. They would counterspell, I'm dead. Man, these have all just been insane games. This one, too, I wonder, like, could I have won this game? If I attacked with that Emperor Bones that one turn when I held it back to protect my Monarchy, like maybe that was wrong. Oh, wait, I take the Monarchy and I die. Oh, hold on, I can't hit them. If I hit them, I take the Monarchy and I die. Right. Right. Okay, that's a problem. Right. Magic is hard. They're going to be at 23, 25. And I'm going to have 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19 damage. I gain 1 from this. Okay, so I'm going to go to 1 here, but then next turn... Okay, I'm not dead. Because next turn I can Vindicate the Shieldred at 1, and then I can Emperor of Bones, remove Pyromancer, play Pyromancer, discard 2 spells, get 2 1/1s, go to 4. But I can't attack here, right? Because if I attack here and I put this thing into play, I go to 7, and then I take 2 from the Monarchy end of turn, I take 2 in my draw step, and I take 3 and I die. Oh boy, this game. Okay. So much to figure out. And I'm like brain busted after that last game. The last game was brutal. It was so hard. There's so much going on. Okay, so if I fade this turn, also if they don't hit me with Tar Pit, then all of a sudden then I'm up a turn and then I can do stuff again. So like, they have to hit me with Tar Pit to keep me on the clock. I can't beat a lot of cards. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, I'm just dead, right? Drain me for 2, I go to 4, animate, I go to 1, and they kill me. Okay, I died. Damn. Do I have any outs? No. Rip. Tragic. Make sure I really have no outs, right? So this is dying, I'm going to 4, animate, I go to 1, and I die. Yep, okay. And in my upkeep, I have no way to do anything useful, right? Yeah. Wow, okay. Another brutal loss. Probably want Leyline Binding again. Just having instant speed removal spell is pretty nice. Let's see. So for this, they have Grief, they have Jace. Yeah, they have enough stuff. I want to leave this in. I might cut Season Pyromancers because it's a little bit tricky to cast. It's another game where I feel like we should have won that. Oh no, take out Shieldbreaker against them is bad. It's a game where I feel like we should have won, but I'm not entirely sure why. Like what the exact mistake was. Actually, I probably want this. What does it actually do? Tap, exile a card from a graveyard. When a creature exiles... Okay, yeah, I want that. I don't know exactly what we did wrong, but I feel like we probably could have won that game. I definitely missed that the Tar Pit hitting me brought back Shieldred that one turn. I don't think I could have done anything differently at that point. I was just so bottlenecked on mana. But maybe that was a turn where I made a mistake. I think everything else looks good. I think we're gonna leave everything else in. Fledge is also like only whatever here, but they have enough. Like same reason with that chain that need does stuff. They have enough targets, I think. Pyromancer's definitely good in our deck. I kind of want to play it, but I don't know what I would cut for it. I don't want to cut it to. These other 3s are all better, I think. Yeah. Could cut Scale Lord. It might just be a better Scale Lord. No, the Scale Lord ability is like quite powerful. All right, game 2. Let's see what we can do here. Well, this one's a keep, obviously. What order we play these 2 in is the question. I think I'm going to play Guide of Souls first and get the energy trigger. The shields will be down, but the shields being down isn't that big of a deal for that one turn because it doesn't really matter which of these 2. And this means the Adeline turn, when Adeline attacks, it's going to be on, which is pretty sick. Because we get 1 from this, 1 from the Adeline, and then 1 from the token. So Guide of Souls lifts off on turn 3, if assuming we draw a land in the next 2 turns. Do we see green cards? I don't think so. Maybe my teammate did. Do we fetch Triland here? Yes. I'm going to fetch Triland because Triland isn't a great draw anyway. We really want to draw an untapped land. So I think we can fetch the Triland so that way it doesn't change our untapped land odds. It changes our overall land odds slightly. And now we have a good decent fallback plan of we chain lightning this thing. It's not such a huge deal if we miss. I guess in that case then maybe we don't fetch because we do want to draw drawing a tap land now is fine. Okay, we'll wait. Oh, interesting. I think I want to bolt. I don't think I'm afraid of the thoughts using on this turn. Oh, the Triland's so important though because I was actually really bad. I need the Triland so I can cast Adeline off of it too. Getting the Blood Crypt here is much, much, much worse. And I guess if I really wanted to, I could have gotten the Backstreet, but yeah, I should have gotten the Triland. That was a big mistake, I think. Let's see. What am I worried about from threes? I'm just going to chain lightning this and attack. I just forgot that we need double white and also want the other colors when I was thinking through what I wanted to do there. So I think the Triland is just too important. Interesting. I mean, if that's his best play, I'm not super scared, I guess. I attack with both because they might spell pierce. I guess it doesn't matter, but I attack with both. I'm guessing they have a second reanimate spell because they probably need this enabler for the crimes. Man, if I get spell pierced here to let them discard a fatty, I'm gonna be really sad, but I don't think I have a choice. I have to play something here. I think I'm being spell pierced. It just feels like it. Yeah. The reanimate doesn't really make sense. This card just doesn't matter unless they need the discard outlet, the looting. But, I mean, I can't just say go. Yeah. It's one of those spots where you're going to get blown out, but they just can't really. Now it's got Necromancy here, and then it's just GG. I wish we had moves. If we had mana, we could actually do something else. If we get to play Adeline that turn, we were just in such good shape. Alright, well, they had Snuff out. No, it still matters. This would be untapped. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the Necromancy, yeah. Too bad. I feel like we... kind of... oh well. I think this is a really good matchup for us. We have Containment Priest, we have Soul Cauldron, we have a pretty good clock. I'll have to go back and watch that game one. I really feel like we could have won that maybe somehow, but I don't know what would have been different. dog, as always. What are we thinking about here? Just how many lands to take? Like, come on. Let's just click our stuff. Yeah, you took them all. Oh, yeah. 1, 2... Now we can't even win. I mean, we do have Headliner Scarlet. Maybe we can win that somehow. Not inconceivable. I mean, not without a land. So that's gone, that's gone. They have these cards in their hand. They're at 10. I'm trying to say, can I afford to pay the 2 life to the Thoughtseize, or do I need... I think I need to save my life total here to have any shot. I mean, I guess it's 8, then 8 doesn't really matter. No, because we gain 2 life, right? Yeah. Like, the way I win this game, somehow, it seems inconceivable, is I go, like, Adeline, get 2 triggers, hit them with this with flying. And then they take 3 down to 7. They eat the 1/1, or they block the one with this, and then I can maybe Headliner Scarlet them and kill them somehow. I don't think it works out. It also allows them to play nothing ever again, and obviously they're playing something. Okay, back for round 3. All right, here we go, round 3. All the marbles on the line. I think this is for the draft. Mulligan. And keep. Let's see, so Thibod was sitting where? Let's see, I haven't looked at any screenshots yet. Really quickly, peeking. People we're up against here. Pyrogoy, Survival of the Fittest, green deck. I'm going to bottom this Guardian Scale Lord. And then I'm going to play a Blood Crypt. Looks like green, like Generosent, Ignoble Hierarch, Voice of Reason. It's like a 4-color green deck, like an Omnath. Maybe they might even have the Omnath. I think that was in the draft. It was like an Omnath-esque deck. Oop, and they've disconnected. So I'm going to pause the draft and come back when they're back. And we're back. Okay, great. Question becomes, do we just fire off turn 2 Pyromancer? Like, probably not. Maybe, though. Hopefully they play, like, Mox Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, they played one of the 2. Because we can, like, we can K-command this and make them discard a card. Or we can Pyromancer the Vindicate and the Passage. I think I like the K-command line more. It also gets us closer to, like, getting some cards back. We really want to get cards back with Pyromancer. Right? Like, and this gets us closer to being able to just play it with an empty hand. Like, if we destroy, like, a white source here, we can just Vindicate their play. Like, go land, Vindicate, and the next turn, Fabled Passage, Pyromancer. Okay, that one's not one we're close to casting. Do I just Pyromancer these 2 away? I think I have to just for tempo. I don't think I can afford to sit here and just not play anything this turn. Because if we don't play anything this turn, we go Failed Passage, go. They draw. We go, like, Vindicate your thing, go. It's just, we're so clunky. Yeah, I'm just going to Pyromancer. I guess we shouldn't have played the land, but it's fine. That was a mistake to play the land. I guess we should fetch then if we're going to do this. Okay. Alright, we're going to Chain Lightning that, and we're going to Thoughtseize them and hit him for 4. I mean, we're doing some stuff here. It's one of those spots again where like, that turn is so frustrating because it's a really inefficient to not play Pyromancer. And I just feel like even though it's way more, card advantage to do it, we sort of just have to take the inefficient play. Okay, we're going to Chain Lightning this thing for sure. Now I think I'm going to cast Lingering Souls and just try to clock them. I mean, like, yeah, they get to play a 4-drop, which it sucks, but this way, too, we get to double spell next turn. And when we're down this many resources, like, we take their best card, they still have 4 other cards in their hand, right? They're still going to play something this turn. So they play their second best thing. Like, unless their first best thing is way better than their second best thing, Thoughtseizing there doesn't really matter much. Okay, in this case, their first best thing was a lot better probably than their second best thing, so maybe it mattered, but... let's see what they're working with. Wow, okay. They have 4 lands in hand. So we can sack Pyromancer to do 2 damage to them, put them to 10. I think we're going to do that because the next turn we also have the play then of... I guess they're gaining a lot of life. Hold on, this doesn't do anything. Okay, now I desperately wish we'd Thoughtseized. My lord. I didn't predict their hand of like one other spell. That went about as badly as it could. And we would try to gain 4 life a turn from this. Well, we're not racing them now. Brutal. That was ironic. But, so it goes. Okay. We can now sack this for 4 damage. I think that's not worth it. We're just going to send for the 4. We will play this. Man, so ironic how this one worked out. So brutal. Okay, more irrelevant cards. If we draw a rule, so we'll win on the spot, so that's nice. I think we attack with this too. Like, we get the trigger. We have all of our mana untapped. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Alright, not the best one, but we get a Birds of Paradise. I'm going to hold this because we have Fable in our deck. I can't think of anything that punishes us for holding one. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. They found Survival. That's scary. Funny game. They'll be at 12. Headliner Scarlet puts them to 1. That'd be nice. Unexpectedly Absent is busted. Palace Jailer's insane. Vindicate's gone. Wandering Emperor is a card. With the Wandering Emperor, we probably just end of turn it, make a 2/2. They have to take Survival here, right? They can't take one of these creatures. These creatures don't do anything. They have 2 more lands in hand, so they're going to have 8 more life at least. Wow, that Thoughtseize turn, we got... it just worked out so badly. This whole draft has just been like, oh man, this is the best spot. And like, oh no, we got punished by this one thing. Oh, this is the best spot. Oh, we got punished by... Oh, they took the land. Wow. I mean, just take Survival. You would have drawn Delight Happen into your best creature. You have so much mana. Yeah, I think that was a big mistake. Ironic, we... Everything... Had they made what I think is the clearly right play and taken Survival, we would have blown them out with this Lorian. That's really funny. This whole draft is just... Oh, come on. everything. Everything's working out so poorly. Oh, it's so, man, it's so brutal. All right, well, only one land left that we know of. A voice return. Okay, well, that makes alphaing even harder. Okay, that's a card. We're not going to draw with Lauren until end of their turn, and even then, maybe not. Although, because we have like cards that just kill them, like we just solo them with Headlander Scarlet. I'm going to play the land now because we can draw a land off this Lauren. And they're unlikely to have too many instants in their deck. Like, they're just a green creature permanent-based deck. That's another land. So I think they still have this one in their hand. So learning is a little scary because they do have... The alternative is we give this pro green and we attack, or pro white. We attack with it for 6, put them to 6. They go back to 10. I'm going to not Lauren. I don't know. This Lauren here is really close. Ooh, that's a nice one. You get a little Watley action. Or a little Adeline. We take Watley, we send everybody. We're 1 mana short of flipping the Watley. But that would be really bad because they get it back. So let's not do that. Let's not flip Watley. If we take Adeline, what happens? We get Adeline, we get a 1/1. That doesn't change much. I mean, just getting this into a 4/4 and taking Watley seems pretty good. Or I guess we could also just take Robber the Rich and send that. So then we attack with everybody except for this. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 getting in the air. And we have 1/1, 1/1, 2/2, 2/1, 2/2. And we get the Robber trigger. But we have to play it this turn. And we'll have 3 mana to do so. Is the Watley better? Okay, well, I'm doing this no matter what. Really torn between this Watley and this Robber. Any other rogues? Rogue check. No other rogues. Okay. Would I rather have a random card off the top of their deck that I can only play this turn, or a land? I mean, I don't really need 7 mana, even if I draw a card off Lauren, right? Plus, technically, if I leave Robber in my graveyard, I can still get it back with some of my stuff, with my, what's it called? I can also just wait on Emperor and do it next turn. There's no, like, huge rush. I can do it at end of their turn. But, like, they only have 2, they have a Chumper and 2 blockers. I can protect the Lauren with the Giver. They're taking a... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it now. I think I'm just going to do the Robber the Rich. Oh, whoop, nope, whoop, whoop. What am I doing? Go into combat. Trying to throw the game. I think I'd rather Robber. I do this. Ooh, there's the Othari. Okay, well, I don't have the mana, sadly. But at least they don't draw Othari now. That worked out really well for us, conveniently. And then we protect the Lauren with a Giver. If they try to trade with it. But, yep. And they take 7 down to 5. Then they go to 9. Sure. Okay, they take 5 down to 7. Then they go to 11 on their turn with their last land. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. If I ever happen to find a rogue, you're not a rogue, are you? No. Okay, they go to 9. Oh, they played a forest. Okay, so I think they still have this mountain. It's possible I misclicked it land off, but I'm almost positive they still have a mountain in their hand. Ooh, okay. Unfortunate. I think they're going to kill the giver, though, not the emperor. Yep. This Lauren thing is so gross because, like, I get to go first, but their cards are so much more impactful than mine that I think I still can't Lauren. Like, what can I draw? I can draw... Scale Lord is busted. Scale Lord just kills them. So I have 2 cards that kill them, right? Scale Lord kills them, and Hasty Boy kills them. Headliner Scarlet. Flage is probably really, really good, since I get to immediately bring it back. So it's 3 cards that are great. What else is good? I have so much air, though. All the other cards are air, and their cards are really impactful. Now they have Pyroglyph, I can't attack my Emperor either. I'm really torn on this, Lauren. I just feel like their draw steps are better than mine. So I just have 3 outs that are good. I'm gonna not Lauren. I don't know. Okay, we would have drawn Flage, which is a good one. Are they dead? Send everybody. They block 3. 1, 2, 3. They take 6. Yeah, I think they're dead. I think the last card's a land, right? We know that. Make sure it's resolved. I mean, I'm pretty sure the last card's just a land. Sure, doesn't matter, right? They go 1, 2, 3, and they take 5. Oh, they don't take 5. So I just do this then. Yeah, I do that. Sure. Wow, a fetch land? Are you joking? Oh, okay. Okay. Now do we draw? No, because we have something to do with our mana, so we definitely don't draw now. Oh, we kill them. Okay. They're at 10, and this is way more than 10, right? Yeah. All right, got one. Ooh. I wonder if, actually, maybe I have to draw Lauren there because I need to break the status quo. Like, if I'm only hitting him for 4 turn. No, because if he just doesn't draw a land, and he just draws a ground creature, like, if I'm drawing with Lauren, he's going to have a land to gain life every turn. And I seem to draw 2 spells in a row and I kill him with my flyers. I want to go back and look at that one too. These games have all just been so crazy. There hasn't been a single, like, just kind of like slam dunk game. I guess the Mana Street game against Sandy was pretty one-dimensional. But otherwise, I felt like every game's had a lot of play. Right, so Shieldbreaker's pretty bad. They only have the Coalition Relic, really, that we saw, right? Yeah. These cards are interesting. This card is interesting. I'm probably going to bring Lavamancer. I guess Lavamancer can be some Flage. But it's just so good against what they have going on. I could also bring in Leyline Binding again. I think I like Grim here. It's competitive with Flage, but you're only activating it when it's going to be impactful. I could also bring in Sarah Paragon, which also competes. But like flyers seem quite good here. Could also, I mean, if flyers are good, this might be quite good. I just want Bob. They have so many elves, though. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Not sure what the Lavamancer. Lavamancer also on the draw. Like you play it on turn 1, they play their elf. You don't kill it until like turn 3 or 4. Oh, this is a mulligan. And this is a keep. This hand's great. I'm gonna bottom. Wandering Emperor, I guess. Maybe bottom Guide of Souls, actually. It's not like super impactful. The flying is quite nice here, but I think the Wandering Emperor is going to be much better. Yeah, I'm going to bottom that. And I'm going to turn 1 Triome, I think. Turn 2 Land, Giver, Thoughtseize. I mean, I could also turn 3 the Triome. Maybe I should do that. I should turn 3 the Triome. Yeah, I'm afraid of what they could play off the halfling here. Tyrant, Challenger, Abrade. I think I have to take this. Gosh, only 3 cards. It's just so absurd. We do have this to exile it eventually, which is nice. I don't really care if my Giver gets abraded, I think. Maybe I do. I take Giver. So how this is going to go. If I take a Braid, they go land, go. I go land, Giver, go. They go land, go. I go tap land, go. They go Bloodbraid Challenger, hit me. And I go Wandering Emperor, eat it. And then they still have this Vaultborn Tyrant I'll have to deal with at some point, but alternatively I can just let them abrade my Giver runes, and they have a play next turn, which I don't want them to have. I'll take the abrade. I think it's just the only thing that sequences into the mana correctly. I guess I could have left abrade and then just played the tap land next turn. That's kind of interesting. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just getting maximum punishment here for every decision. I really want to play Adeline, I think. Oh gosh. I'm going to play Giver and hope we draw an untap white source. We do have like 7 of them or 8 of them. Maybe 9. I think this plus like some percentage of an Adeline is worth it. Oh, okay, we drew that. Man, every turn is like interesting. I really want a Wandering Emperor, the Bloodbraid Challenger next turn, I think. But I really want to play a spell this turn. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Man, this worked out so poorly for me. Every spot. Okay. Oh boy. Wow. That's absurd. Okay. So Wandering Emperor's gonna get eaten. Alright, Wandering Emperor, eat this thing. They're 1 mana off of Bloodbraid of Voltborn. Yeah. I'm actually just going to make a 2/2 and eat this the halfling, I think. To try to keep them off of the Bloodborne. Okay, didn't work. Really didn't work. Okay. So we get to exile this, kill this, make them discard the Voltborn, and then we just have to find a way to deal with this 3/4. Oh, maybe we don't even kill this then. We just bring back and play the Giver instead. That's probably better. White, black, red. Okay. This should attack too for sure. Oh, I guess because the Exalted, maybe not. Oh boy. I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's an interesting draw. My plan was just to play Adeline and Smash, but now I think we just want to gain some life. Do we? Hold on. We don't just wait, have it on defense. They can't attack in, and we do it end of turn. I think I like that more. Yeah, I like that more. Oh no, it's sacrifices. It's not exiled. Oh, okay. If it's sacrifices, then I like doing it now. These will trade. I'm not going to use my thing. Wait, what did I do? If it's not a token, it makes a token. Okay, I just blended that left and right. That's fine though. Still can't really attack because I have Giver runes. Yeah, okay, worked out fine. But we definitely just botched that 3 different ways. Cards have so many words on them now, and they're so complicated. It's not my fault. I think I'm going to play Seasoned Pyromancer here. And just discard these two. Go wide, find some action. No land, jeez, okay. I was thinking too, we just draw a land, we just play the Adeline post-combat, which is pretty nice, but we did not draw the land. Can we shrink the Pyroglyph? There's there's two instants, there's two sorceries, only one Planeswalker though, so I take the Planeswalker out. I think I get in there for 4 then. I had to put a clock on them somehow. And then we untap, we just Vindicate. Sure. I guess we play this in case they have mana leak. Go to 5. All right, this looks good. I think we're going to be locking this one up. Obviously, we just let that trade happen. We just keep our guy. Whew, all right. Let's go. All right. A little post-draft recap here. Thanks, everyone, for who made it to the end, for watching the whole thing. This was a lot of fun. I'm definitely rusty at the whole play and comment thing, but I think overall played pretty well. I think this deck's definitely a solid deck, especially for a 6-person draft, for a 3v3. It played out very well. I think we had a lot of just like insanely complex games, which this kind of deck style actually encourages that. There's a lot of moves here compared to a typical sort of red-white aggro deck. You have the interaction with like Sculler and Thoughtseize, Vindicate, Kolaghan's Command. You have a bunch of cards that can draw out games and can be played pretty trickily, and that let you do some kind of cool stuff. And some interesting sideboard options. The Leyline Binding maybe should have main. Like, just instant speed exile removal is just so powerful. There's a decent chance we maybe wanted this main over something. I'm not exactly sure what. It kind of fills the same role of Unexpectedly Absent. Maybe you don't want both. Shieldbreaker main was kind of was useful, but not maybe necessary, given that only one of their decks was going to be a good hit for it. So a couple of directions we could go here, but overall very happy with this draft, very happy with the deck, happy we won the draft. I think we took it down by +2 in the end, so possibly +1. We had one match still going, and we needed to win one of the last 2, and I got mine. So again, thanks everyone. Luis will be back with his regularly scheduled content, I'm sure, tomorrow, but it was really fun subbing in for a day and getting a little cube draft in. So appreciate you watching. See y'all soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.